Hey there, Gemini. This is Joy with Joy the World, here to take an intuitive peek into the energies going on around you. Friends and subscribers, welcome back. And if you're new to this channel, click that subscribe button. Also ring the bell up beside. They'll notify you anytime I post new videos. Also, if you find you like the content we provide here at Joy the World, give us that big thumbs up, like, and share. Also, be sure to share your comments down below. I want to know what's going on. I want to know what comes out of these readings. Share your life with me. I'm looking forward to it. Also, to those of you who've given donations, no matter the size, it is greatly appreciated. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. So, Gemini, first thing you had me grab for was an oracle. Woohoo! There's some indecision on the bottom. You're telling me snap that puppy out of there. I thought you might be calling for an oracle reading, and it is obvious you are, and you're saying keep them covered. So we're going to keep them stacked like this for a minute. Let's work our way through it then. Aren't you being tricky? You're like, I don't want to know, I don't want to know, I don't want to know. That's interesting. You're like, let's confront this indecision. I don't want to know, I don't want to know, I don't want to know. Why? Is this why? 44? Perfect balance? Being even, reciprocated, having a life of ease, having that facilitated life of someone who meets your measure, Gemini. Geminis are expansive, highly intelligent, very emotional and like emotive. Feelings of knowing the expression, being able to communicate it, but finding very few people that they can solidly communicate with. Most people are usually in a need situation, so the Gemini then is put into a leader position of like a mom or a dad or an older sister or older brother. That is not your turn, so you stay in this service and you're like, I don't know what to do now that it's coming like this. So you're kind of looking down away like, I don't know. Me, is it really my turn? I'm like, darling, it is. And so let's get a card on this. All right, we got a rune coming in. It's breakthrough. Look at that kiss. That's like a divine kiss right there, like a big old on the lips. Turn around and face your magnificence. Let this love, let this passion, it is a friendship tender love that's wanting to come in, which is fantastic because that melts your butter. Baby, I'm seeing your biscuits spread wide open, butter being melted because you're like, somebody that I can enjoy conversation with as well as passion, as well as activity, that can share the contents of my mind as well as the contents of my body. You're like, stoke that fire, Joy. So I'm going to pop that card right there for a minute and read out this breakthrough, this kiss, and what it's about. It says breakthrough shift, 180 degrees, extraordinary, opportunity of a lifetime, and radical trust required. Radical to me simply means basic foundational trust, and that's the one that usually makes the knees shake a little bit, makes you rattle, and you think, nah, I won't go out tonight, I'll stay home. Nah, they probably don't like me. Nah, they may not like if I'm like this, so maybe I ought to hold back, or let me see how this goes, let me give it a little time. But like, that is that kiss. Do you see it coming together? Because that's what happens. Two people walking alongside and they turn to face each other. That's a 180. All right, so making that 180, getting on board with this. And let's see what that's doing. Okay. So you're wanting to step into the unknown in this coming season. So we have the golden butterfly showing up on this indecision card. And it seems this is like you stripping all the leaves off the tree, that nothing is hidden, that you can see it, make it all bare, thinking that you can rifle through and make your decision based on that, but it's still unknown. But they're saying, look at the clues going on around it. And the thing is you're wanting to follow the light. You're wanting to go this direction. You're calling it delight. You're wanting to follow delight. That means ease, flow, connection, like effortless. When did relationships have to become work? And when did work have to become hard? Who says it has to be any of that? If we're working in our desires, in our passions, in our proclivities, whether it's work or love, when we're going in those, we should flow. It should have a spark, a kinetic energy, a catalyst, a skip, like a hop and a skip and a jump, that type of very friendly energy going on. Why not facilitate health and happiness? Huh? Okay, so what do we want to do next? Number 15, we have appreciation coming in here. And I'm like, let your belly go. Why you got your belly covered up? That's your permission. You're talking about your permission, like your will is is leaning forward and it's like leaning in. You're like, no, not, no, not, no, not. So your belly's leaning in like, yes, yes, yes. My instinct says yes, but your heart says, no, I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. It's like still trying to pull up this indecision card. Well, I'm telling you, baby, you have already made the decision. Your decision is to go with delight, to go with this pleasure, to seek out the beautiful, magnificent kiss, the power of that passion, of the full connection, of that friendly connection that is a fostering and a facilitating type of love. It is like lifelong type love, right? It's the one that you can tell your sorrows to and your heartfelt secrets, and they have room and space to receive you in that. It's also the one who comes alongside you and encourages you and builds you up when you're trying to press forward and you hit another one of these because you're like, there's the Gemini pole, there's the Gemini pole, and here's the space in between. I want to run and hide. And they're like, no, you can do it. They're your comrade. You trust them. You really do. And as you're saying this might be somebody who's already floating around, moving around the energy of your life, or they're floating and moving around the circles of your life, or they might even be in the neighborhood. And it's somebody that just passes by that didn't even catch your eye because you just get a half glimpse and you don't even know. But so it's circling in. It's circling in. It's circling in. And that appreciation, that's why there is that yes, no energy going on. I want to get a little bit on that, on the appreciation about this circle. How close is this circle coming in with Gemini and this friend slash lover? All right, so we have the gateway. Peek-a-boo, okay? New horizons, expose, contemplation, review, examine, non-action, and transform. So give it a little bit of time. It's already moving along. Remember, we found out up here, the golden butterfly is the one that has to do with the autumn. So as we are shifting into the autumn season, which will be occurring in the next month. So just give it a little time. Let it go about your day. Have this kind of like, your kind of Easter egg seesaw, like, playing with the different energies, Easter egg. Okay, let it move all through your chakras. Let this ripple in this wave. Don't let it just come out through the belly. Work with it. Let it move a little bit out. Let that wave kind of make its way through and begin to start the conjoining energy. Conjoining energy. I want to know that conjoining energy. You're teasing me. You're teasing me with that rose there. Let's find out about some of that deep magenta. Psst. Would you? Now you got me. Talk about woo. I love her. She is like shabam, shabang, bang, shizzle for rizzle. She's all of it. Look at that look on her face. I mean, even looks like my niece, the face, y'all. She didn't have all that sea witch quality. But she's like, I packed my bags. I'm ready to go. I'm heading out. I'm heading in this direction. I've chosen it. Let's get going. Let's get it moving. So how do we get it going and getting it moving? Because we've let us know here that there's that bit of the indecision going on and that you're needing to review. And that, to me, when I see gateway, it can sometimes show up as a snag. And before I even saw anything else, it said there's a bit of a snag. It's kind of like a gateway when someone's taking you through, or like if you're trying to get your dog into the bathtub and they're throwing their legs out everywhere, like, no, you will not get me in there, no matter what you try. That's a little bit of that resistant energy. But you're showing here with 52 that you're ready for this partnership. You're ready to take hold of it. And you sit and grasp some things, heavy on that grasp. You're very clear, baby. You're ready to take hold of it and move forward. That's how your soul really is. And this is a progressive energy. I love it. That's a very Aquarian card for me, by the way, FYI, for those of you who are wondering. So I'm going to move these over just a smidge so I can bring in the next one, 26 hostilities. There's still a little bit of a reflex going on, and this is a human form. This is more in your body, because remember, we were finding out about your soul here. Your mind was over here like, couldn't anybody ever love me? I don't know if anybody could get me, my whole self. And then she's coming in like, I am ready for this. I have packed my bag. I am ready to go wherever it takes me, off into the air, off into the sea. I'm ready for wherever. And that goes ding, 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 trigger. Your body's like some of that coming out, and it's like what is that? It's kind of like if you could see lightning or roots under the ground. It's sparking and arcing out like that, and it's kind of trying to grab hold and resist. Now the neat thing is, like, you hit a reflex, that leg's going to jump irregardless because you hit at the precise point. So this is a hot spot for you. This little bit of learning to trust again, that your soul is so willing and ready. Okay, and your body is a little bit lagging behind, a little bit concerned. And so first I'm going to pull this card from over here, okay? So you're telling me to jump into this tarot deck. We have the High Priestess. Now it's saying literally you know better, and you know you do, but you're hovering, okay? It's like, rifling between two worlds. It's like you're hanging on the fence, but that's not really it. It's a little bit more movement oriented than that, but you're wise enough to know. You're wiser than before. Oh, I don't know who smokes out there, but I just smelled you. Okay? If you're wondering, I see you. Okay? That's traditional cigarettes. That's what I'm talking about. So I see you. So your body, you know better, but you're vacillating. So you're vacillating on the fence about moving forward into that wisdom or returning to the old past and habits. That's what these hostilities are. Now, for some of you, it's just kicking that smoking habit to have this luscious, delicious, all this stuff coming up in. I don't know who that's about, and I don't usually go that way. It's making my head itch. I'm like, Joy, did you just go there? But yes. And everybody else, be patient, because the one who's being spoken to, you need to know that you're too beautiful, you're too amazing to be diminishing yourself that way. I don't know if anyone ever told you you're better than that. Life is ready to receive you. I see a lot of runes, a lot of energy ready to receive you and to work with you and to bring forth that structure and the ability to overcome. That this thing doesn't own you, possess, nor hold you down. It is only like distracting you, and it's a sideways energy, and you are definitely up above it. This is not my opinion. This is what I'm seeing when I look at you, and that you have the power to overcome this. It's not like, a hurdler, somebody who's gifted and they have to learn to jump those high hurdles while they're running, is literally like a curb stop. It is the thing that when you park, it's that little like concrete, tiny 4-inch, 5-inch thing, wheel grabber that you just have to step over. That's the difficulty you'll face in doing this, where you've been vacillating on the fence. Because some of you, the changing your mind about how you see yourself, about seeing yourself of worthy of taking this brighter and better day, because you have higher hopes, you have different things you'd rather do to your money than to be tethered or tied that way, because it also navigates where you can and cannot be, because if you want the cigarette, you have to be in certain areas to have it, right? And it also keeps you up wondering late at night, or the first thing you have in the morning when you're like, I want this kiss, baby. And whoever it is, that BFF is wanting to come in and kiss you, that great friend energy, they're like, I want it too. So anyways, and for some of you, if it's not smoking is always associated with anger and dealing with anger. So for some of you, it might be some bad taste that words leave in your mouth, like knowing that you should be more careful with your words, okay? So let's go on to the final card. It's number 16, patience. And this patience is saying, hey, love yourself. Be patient with who you are. Don't be so quick to just throw yourself under the bus, to just give in to whatever it is. If you are seeking this brighter and better day, if you're seeing this and you're really being called this way, the energy is there to support you in it. Okay? You're calling me back to this. You're wanting a central card. What is a central card? Okay. You're calling me back, so let me do this very thing. So you're wanting me to go into these. And we're going to get the central. It's already there. Okay, thank you. Y'all, you've chosen. You're going from this to this. This is what your higher self is saying. This is the power and the permission you have and the support that you have coming in. Look at that. This is what you actually look like. You don't look like this. And that vacillating, that smoking, that anger, that hostility, whatever those things are of like being subjugated to something, having to play into the energy of something that seems to be greater than you when it actually isn't. It's no more than that bumper curb that you pull your tires on up to. You could even pop it in the car if you want. Don't tell them I said to. But anyways, just step on over that. Give yourself permission to enter into this world. Because it was funny earlier, I saw you talking about wanting to part the worlds and to go to the space in between. So many signs have been talking about the space in between, going into the dark. And it's almost like a labyrinth energy. If you've ever seen the movie The Labyrinth, the David Bowie movie, it's when you perceive it, the opening is there. For some of you guys, field of dreams, if you build it, they will come. Sit 32. It's about that creativity and the power of your permission to live this life in unity and the bond, and to be your best self, to be that part of yourself that gives you permission to shine, to flourish, to thrive, to be that amazing, beautiful person, not have to diminish it or hide behind those things like a smoke screen. So whether it is cigarette smoke, or whether it's that smoke screen, or the anger, or the suppression of energies, or the exaltation of others, it's literally you fine like wine, baby. Just put your shoulders back, throw your head on back, and come on down. All right? And that's where we return now. She's saying, okay, you can go back to patience. So here we are back at the patience, and you hold the power in your hands. You turn the wheel. Okay, and it's not just the action that you take, it's the reflection as well. That begins to light you up and give you the clarity, the empowerment. That's sort of the permission that you're needing here, that empowerment of the mind in order to support yourself in these decisions that you're making and moving forward. You're calling for one of these. Let's get one. Sorry. Hey, I caught it before it fell. Maybe that's my new superpower. Hang on, stick with me. All right. Okay. It is hot in here, and that's probably what pulled the suction off of that. They still don't have my air back on. But that's all right. I get to have my time with you guys. I enjoy it. I definitely enjoy it. So let's find out about, look at it. Hello. Look. Looky. Look. And about your mind, that power, permission to overcome. Look, when you have wings, won't anything stop you. Right? And I love this because this has the empowerment of overcoming mountains, and about the sun rising, about being able to put old things behind you, old habits, old ways, old reckonings, old triggers, old responses, old examples they're talking about, like the way you were treated before, not having to fear that or hold on to that, being able to move fully past it, because she's like, I did. I'm ready. That's you. And it's the freedom of that, of all the facets. Body, mind, soul, and spirit as well. Spirit is the energy moving through, animating the union of the others. It's all tied together. You're ready and finally free. Filling in the space in between. Are we, Gemini? I'm excited to have this reading with you. Remember, comment down below. Give it the thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk soon. This is Joy saying bye for now.